There were calls to defund the police today at a public hearing with new St. Louis Mayor Tishaura Jones.
And the controversial issue of what to do with the City Workhouse was also discussed. Fox News' Elliot Davis is live at the City Workhouse tonight in North St. Louis with the latest. Elliot.
Well, Catherine, the workhouse is, of course, one of the new mayor's signature issues, and she talked at today's hearings about her efforts to shut down this building. But today's hearing was not dominated by talk about the workhouse, but rather about defunding the police, people who wanted it defunded. However, the police union warned that'd be a mistake. Mayor Tishaura Jones started off saying she was taking money out of the budget for the workhouse that she planned to close. This was a public hearing before the Board of Estimate and Apportionment that the mayor, the comptroller, and the board president sit on. They heard from the public. Most of them likely agreed on the mayor's plan to close the workhouse, but they wanted to talk about defunding the St. Louis Police Department.
I'm here to ask you to remove funding from the vacant positions in the St. Louis Police Department, remove funding for police overtime, as well as SWAT, ShotSpotter, and the Real-Time Crime Center.
We do have a violent crime problem in St. Louis, but the solutions to those problems are not to continue to pour tens of millions of dollars into the police department.
Just before the meeting ended, a bombshell from St. Louis City Comptroller Darlene Green.
I do intend, after hearing comments, to definitely move to recommend to the other members of the Board of Estimate and Apportionment to look at some substantial reductions when it comes to police positions that have gone vacant for several years. That's something that I'm going to recommend.
Agreed. I look forward to working with you on those amendments.
Absolutely.
Not everyone is keen on defunding the police or diverting funds. I talked to the spokeswoman for the St. Louis Police Officers Association, Jane Duker.
So what's your thoughts about the calls to defund the police?
We're deeply concerned. And the way the police department is constituted now, a freeze in hiring and a defunding of overtime, you're going to start looking at which 911 calls you want answered. We are very concerned about that.
Now, it's important that neither Mayor Jones nor Comptroller Green is advocating abolishing the police department, but rather diverting some of the funds for other measures they hope will reduce crime. Board President Louis Reed did not comment on the issue at today's meeting. Live in North St. Louis, I'm Elliot Davis, Fox 2 News.